What's up, gamers? GamerDad here. This is a guide to help you complete the Going in Quiet Most Wanted quest, damage opponents while inside of a big bush or leaf pile. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that button and show me that support. I greatly appreciate it. So for this challenge, you can either hide and be inside of a big bush or a leaf pile and nail damage on opponents. You need a total of 200 damage, which really isn't a lot. It could be one, maybe two, or fewer, or two, maybe three at the absolute most if people's health is drained. I recommend coming to that location I've just marked there. This is at Frenzy Farms. Now, the reason why I recommend Frenzy Farms is because there is a fair bit of people around here. You have cold-blooded members around here, and there's tons of bushes, aka big bushes. So it is a little hot and hairy in the main part. So I recommend coming to this area that I'd initially marked here. As you'll see, there's also some haystacks around here, which is useful for another challenge, and I'll show you that in another video. But if you come out here, there's a little building over here. But regardless, just come over to this area. There's another barn in the back there, and get some loot. Get like 1 or 2 weapons. Now, if you can find grenades, that's an extra special bonus, because it's going to make this challenge kind of extra sneaky. And maybe be considered a tiny bit easier. Having a ranged weapon would be great, one you can aim down scope. That's because once you're in a bush, you can aim out with a weapon and, you know, kind of see people. So these are big bushes. If you're not familiar with them, this is just down from there. So another strategy is, if you see an opponent, get yourself a gun and run to the big bush, make them chase you there. Or even, once they come looking for you, just kind of step out like this. That's aiming, and you can see I'm in the cover of the bush, but I can still shoot people. Similarly, you can basically just be right on the edge. You could probably be standing out of it, and as long as you hit people with damage, you'll be good. So I'll show you how I do this in 2 different ways. So nobody was there. I'm looking for the red dots at the top. I'm listening for enemies, and right here in this spot, there are cold-blooded members walking around. So that's going to be the backup plan here, is nail damage on them, because it's opponents. So that's players or NPCs. So I'm going to hang out here. In the distance by the yellow house, you're going to see right there, there's a cold-blooded member on the right side of the screen. He's walking on the far right. When I pan back in a second, you should see him right there. So he's about to walk right by the yellow house there. But the best part is, as I'm standing here in this bush, there's a player right there. So I use my grenades, bam, bam, bam. And as you can see, I nail that damage there. And then I end up killing them. So just remain within here. There we go. So I've got grenade damage for 100. And then I got some shots there on the player for an extra 25. So I've got 125 of 200 damage. Now I know NPCs, like the cold-blooded, they have hundreds of damage potential. So I'm just coming out here quick. If I really wanted to be safe, I could have picked up that shield. But I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to aim out and wait. So there's that cold-blooded member. I'm going to nail a couple shots on them. Now be careful here, because they go hyper and they go crazy, especially as your heat level gets higher. And they nail a huge punch with their shotguns especially. So you'll see here, as he comes in, I'm going to get my damage. The challenge is going to be complete, and I'll eventually kill him. So I do hope this guide is helpful for you. You could also do this in a leaf pile, by the way, but I just recommend using the big bush. So I hope the guide is helpful for you. Please drop a like, leave me a comment, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. I greatly appreciate the support. Until the next video, this is GamerDad, out.